All right, good afternoon and welcome to Passion for Cruises USA Solo Cruise Deal Show episode 13, if I counted right. I'm Chillie Falls, coming to you from Forest, Virginia, Central Virginia area, right outside of Lynchburg. Pete's not going to be with us today. He had a little issue on the last cruise he was on, and is a little under the weather. And won't be with us today at all. I don't think he pops in. But anyway, I'm basically driving the car this week. I do have a couple deals, and I want to share a couple things with you. We had just such a good meeting yesterday with Passion for Cruises, the big boss from over on the other side of the pond. Steve has been sitting in on our meetings, but we had a whole lot more with Steve sharing his ideas, his vision of the company, where they're going, where he wants to see us go, uh, and with Mary as well, gave me a chance to show a little bit more about what my thinking was on some things. So it was just a really good meeting. We were planning on doing actually four things today. But when Mary checked up on the pricing on one of us, and that would be the Azamara, that we had a really good deal to fly over and join Pete on Azamara. Pete's going to be hosting it. It was a terrific deal. Well, that deal went to hell. The prices went way up to the point of there wasn't even any sense in us wasting time on that. So so we got two deals that Mary came up with for the week, and of course the main deal we're working on. A couple announcements before we get to that, and I'll give people a chance to pop in if they are inclined to do so. One is, of course, we're here today, and we're going to talk about the January 28th hosted cruise on the Norwegian Epic. So that one is coming up. Of course, I've got one in December coming up, and then this one in January. Currently, that's all that I have booked, but I'm hoping that soon will change. One of the things that we talked about yesterday is I would be more than happy of hosting a cruise a month. I don't care where it's from. You tell me and I'll be there. So I really like the direction we're going. I hope to see some changes made, and one that we may talk about. I'm going to do a show Friday night. I'll tell you that now. That's part of this announcement. Friday night at 6 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. So 6 p.m. my time, which would be 5 p.m. Central Time, 4 p.m. Mountain Time, 3 p.m. West Coast Time. If you want to join it live, and then of course the other side, the other way, it'll be starting to get late for Mike and some of the folks on the other side of the pond. But I would like to look at some of the let's take like the Epic Cruise, which is out of Port Canaveral, of maybe doing a package deal if we can get any decent rates for a pre-cruise hotel, possibly a post-cruise hotel, and something to do. Most of you know I just got back from Alaska, and even though that wasn't a Passion for Cruises solo deal, I learned a lot from it. And one of the things I learned was that my package on my Alaska cruise included 3 days in Anchorage, at a hotel in Anchorage, the transfers, the cruise, a day in Vancouver, and then, my buddy Nate said, well, you got to go to the aquarium. So we packaged the tickets into the aquarium. We packaged all of that together. All right. And probably going to the aquarium on the day after the cruise was the best thing I did the whole cruise. I mean, that was just fabulous. So maybe we want to look at packaging some things together. I think that would be a nice thing to do. At least give you an option. Sure, you can take just the cruise. You can do all the flying yourself. You can do the hotels yourself. You can do all that yourself. But maybe we can put some packages together that include all of it and give you one price to do everything. If we're getting the decent deals, that seems like a good way to go to me. So that was part of the things we talked about yesterday. Part of the things I liked a lot. So anyway, let's get started. Of course, the most important thing for me right now is the hosted cruise that is coming up next for me that's we're selling is the Norwegian Epic on January 28th. Sails from Port Canaveral. It's a 7-night cruise. It goes to Great Stirrup Key. It goes to Amber Cove. One of my favorite ports. I still like Tortola best, British Virgin Islands. But Amber Cove's right up there in my top 2 or 3 ports in all of the Caribbean. It goes to St. Thomas and stops in San Juan. Of course, there are tons of excursions that are excellent at all of these ports. So you can take advantage of that. This is the detailed itinerary. I sail from Port Canaveral. If we wanted to come up with some kind of package pre or post a cruise on that, maybe into Orlando to do one of the theme parks, or I mean, then you got the Space Center. I mean, you can spend a day at the Space Center. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump from Port Canaveral. Anyway, then day 2, we're at Great Stirrup Key. Been there many times. It's a lovely island. It is a tender port. So those of us that are disabled, we have a challenge there. I've been ashore there, though, on tenders. So it can be done if you get the right boat, the right tender boat. Then a day at sea, then we go to San Juan. Old San Juan, there are great tours in Old San Juan. There's tours to the port. There's all kinds of tours around San Juan. Some of them are accessible as well. So that's a good stop. St. Thomas, of course, I laughingly tell the story about St. Thomas. St. Thomas is a pretty hilly place, and I managed to roll the scooter over on my head and one of the few level places on the whole island. But that was done at St. Thomas. I also went straight to a bar and had a couple of adult beverages after the embarrassment of doing that in front of about 1,000 people. Then Amber Cove, which I love. Amber Cove has, as a matter of fact, the screen on my computer when I turn it on is of the swim up bar in the Amber Cove pool. I love the Canna Lounge. When I walk in there, there's usually a couple of the bartenders that remember me and will start hollering and, dang, Chili's back again. And then a day at sea and then back to Port Canaveral. So here is the, oops, that's not the way I want it. I want to go this way. The deal. All right. The inside cabins are 1143. The balconies are 2001. There was a change after we offered this the first time. Both the inside and the balconies include all 4 perks. So, and of course, the 4 perks, you get the open bar, you get the specialty dining, and I know it's 1, it possibly is 2. There seems to be some confusion on when they give you 1 and when they give you 2. But the last 7-day cruise I did with Norwegian, I had 2. So uh, let's count on you get 1 specialty dining, and if you get 2, that's a bonus. The $50 shore excursion credit, man, take advantage of that. I learned my lessons from Mr. Bucket List. When we did the cruise together on the Joy, he figured out a way of getting 2 excursions per day, so he got $100 credit per day back to his account. So that was pretty cool. And of course, you get the 150 minutes of Wi-Fi. All right, all 4. You book the cabins, you get all 4 excursions included, all taxes and port charges as well. All you got to do is call our partners, Viva Voyages, 1-866-312-2314, and any of the girls can help you, or there's a guy too. Any of them can help you with this cruise. I would say hi to Joanne. Gary, older than dirt. Gary, older than dirt. You can't be older than me. Options would be great, especially if we travel overseas. Yeah, I really like that concept. It worked well with me in Alaska, and yeah, I'm hoping we can make that add on. And the girls are going to be working for that. The girls that I work with on getting the solo cruises. They've got their sources that maybe have the good hotels that can arrange the hotel deals and can arrange some excursion deals. I don't know. We got to see where this is going to go, but I think you'll see that this is a living, breathing thing now that we've got going here in the States. We're getting deals every week now. Not all of them are hosted, but we're going to hopefully do more hosted cruises as well in the future. Joe is with us. I'm booked on Epic and would love a post or pre-excursion. Sounds good, Joe. I'm going to work on that. I promise you. I don't know if I can have it done by Friday night when I do the show again, but we'll get it back to you really close. Speaking of the devil himself, there's Mr. Bucket List in the house. He says that cruise was good. That was on the Norwegian Joy. He and I co-hosted. Yo, Brooklyn in the house. Eddie's with us. Hi, Eddie. Anyway, folks, that's the next hosted cruise, which is in January 28th. I'll be hosting it on the Norwegian Epic. We've got a number of people booked already. Probably we're going to still have cabins available through the end of the month, at least through the end of September. And I'm hoping we can extend that, but I know we've got it till the end of the month. So call them, stick a deposit on it, get yourself set up for a cabin. Now, on the 2 deals that we're going to do today, and I'm going to tell you right up front, some of you know my technical issues are a little lacking. Mary sent me things in a different format, and normally I have to take each individual slide and load it. Well, this is on a combined, almost like a strip. It doesn't separate, and I couldn't figure out how to do it. So we're going to try going a different route. So I'm going to be sharing. Let's see, sharing. What am I sharing here? I come back. I don't want to invite guests. I need to share present. Share screen. Here we go. So now I'm going to pull up one first. Where is it? Let's see. This may or may not be the right one, but let me try this one. The Norwegian Gem. That's one of them. Okay. So I was able to get to one of them, folks. All right. The Norwegian Gem. I'm sorry. This is a little different for me. So just ignore my stumbling. And it's some people like Justin and Eddie will be laughing at me, which that's okay. They can laugh at me all they want. This is on November 22nd of this year. It's a 12-night crew departing Istanbul. So this is when you got to travel to get there because, it's over there. But it's a really cool itinerary. It ends up in Civitavecchia, which is Rome. It's a really nice itinerary from Istanbul. Goes to Turkey, goes to Greece, goes to Israel, goes to Egypt, a couple ports in Italy, and back into Rome. Really cool itinerary. All right, it is a two-port situation. So Rhodes, Greece is one of the stops. And that's several of the other stops on this. All right, here's the deal. Inside cabins, these are solo cabins, including taxes and port charges, $1,438. Ocean view, $1,888. Balconies, $2,488. And that's for a 12-night cruise from Istanbul. All right. If you take all four of the perks, the insides is $1,513, the ocean views are $22, and the balcony is $28. So let's look at that from this standpoint. The inside cabin to get all four perks is only going up $100. Ocean view from $1,800 to $2,200, it's going up $400 for about $800 worth of stuff. Same with the balconies. So, I mean, I jump all over that. Cruise deal, you get the ocean bar, specialty dining, $50 shore excursion, and the Wi-Fi, just like on my cruise. Okay. In addition to that, on this one, if you book this, you get $75 onboard credit for an ocean view, for an inside, $125 for an ocean view, $225 for a balcony. That's in addition to everything else. So if you figure that in to the overall package, you're getting all the perks for nothing, or very close to nothing, for next to nothing. So that one is, again, on sales on November 22nd from Istanbul. If you're interested in that, what do? All you have to do is call the number 866-312-2314. So anyway, and I hope, folks, that you're not having audio problems. For some reason, I'm having audio issues that I don't know what it's from. I've tried two different systems, and they didn't work. All right, now let's see if I can find the other one here. That was, that was the gym. So I got to find the breakaway. So share screen, and now let me go find breakaway. There it is. This is the Norwegian breakaway, also sailing in November 28th of this year, of course. And this is a repositioning cruise. Really good deal. 14 nights. Keep that in mind, folks. 14 nights on the Norwegian breakaway, sailing from New York City. Here's the itinerary. It goes to Puerto Plata, goes to Curacao, Aruba, Cologne, Puerto Limon, Grand Cayman, Cozumel, and into New Orleans. Phenomenal. That's just a terrific itinerary. covers both eastern, southern, and western Caribbean, and into New Orleans. Here again, folks, maybe we can get some package together in New Orleans. Most of you know I spent several days in New Orleans when I was there last year, and it was just unbelievable. Anyway, that's all the itinerary laid out from day 1 through day 15 when you end up in New Orleans. Here's the deal. 15-day cruise, folks. 15 days. Inside cabins, including taxes and port charges, $1,100. Ocean view, $1,378. Balcony, $1,738. That includes all taxes and port charges. If you take the all included, that's the 4 perks, the inside is only $1,258. The ocean view, $1,528, and the balcony, $1,888. Did I say that right? Look at that. 11, 13, 17 with the perks, 12, 15, and 18. That's part of the deal, folks. That's what makes it such an incredible deal. For that little amount of money, you get the open bar. That on a 15-day cruise is worth like $800. You get the specialty dining, you get $50 per shore excursion. If you do a shore excursion every port, you get $50 credit, and you got the Wi-Fi. 150 minutes of Wi-Fi. On this cruise, if you're ocean view, you get a $25 onboard credit. If you're balcony, you get a $50 credit. I'm telling you guys, that's a great deal. I love the Breakaway. I've been on it. It's a fantastic ship. Just fantastic. So, if you're interested in that one, what do? You call a number. Passion for Cruises USA. This is our toll-free number, directly hotline number, 866-312-2314. Man, those are a couple of good deals. Unfortunately, I'm booked on another cruise and can't take either one of those. But that's the way it goes sometimes. Those are 2 awesome cruises, folks. I hope you can join us. 150 minutes for the 15 days. Yeah, that's their package. So you have to end up, purchasing more. They'll give you a deal on it. What they did for me last time was they gave me $100 credit off the regular Wi-Fi package because the 150 minutes, that doesn't last me anytime. So yeah, that's just what Norwegian does in the perks. So yeah, is that a great deal? No, great perk? No, but the other ones certainly are. So I was in New York last night, going in to Pelham later today. Yeah, very good, Em. All right, guys, that's the deals for the week. Again, don't forget, Friday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I'm going to be going live on a solo show. We're going to talk a little about my December hosted cruise, which is sold out. And we're going to be talking a little more about the January hosted cruise. This is going to be strictly a hosted solo cruise deal show on Friday. We're going to talk about that. We'll probably talk about this packaging idea. I really like the concept of doing that, and I'm hoping the girls will get on that one pretty quick. So I'd love to be able to start doing, offering you really some total packages. That would be terrific. Alaska cruises have done that for years. All cruise lines, you can get land packages associated with the cruises. Many of them with hotel stays. So yeah, we need to incorporate that into our solo cruise deals. All right, guys, that's going to wrap me up for today. Thanks for being with me. Thanks for listening to me run my mouth for a while. And don't forget, if you're interested in joining me on the Epic, or if you're interested in the Istanbul cruise, or the breakaway from New York to New Orleans, which is that's a phenomenal deal, folks, from all standpoints. That one is terrific. Just call the number 866-312-2314. That's our friends at Viva Voyages. Talk to one of the girls up there. Tell them Chili sent you. They'll know. That was kind of graceful, folks. I kicked myself off the show. So anyway, call that number. Tell them Chili sent you. That's what I was trying to say. I got excited. I guess hope you guys book lots of cruises. Hope you guys book cruises that I'm hosting too. All right. I'll see you Friday night or next time on the Passion for Cruises USA Solo Cruise Deal Show. I'm the old fat crazy travel guy. We'll see you next time. Have a phenomenal day, everybody. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, think about cruising, and hopefully one day we'll all get together on the high seas. Later, y'all.